of these coconut palm trees. I'm in my zone when you call me. Wrist in my neck, it was icy. I'm liking everything I see.
Now you holding my hand, kiss on the cheek. Things you won't get in the state. Damn, you in shape. I like how your jeans be hugging and fit in your waist.
Ask him what his favorite hobby is, and then for the first date, ask him to teach you, because that's how you know if he's going to be a red flag later on. If he starts mansplaining everything, just know that you're going to have to put up with that for the rest of your relationship together. If you want to spice this task up a little bit, whatever he's teaching you, completely fuck it up. Just fuck that shit up. Like, if he asks you to toss a ball, like, literally chuck it to the ground. This is how you test a man's patience. I think this is perfect for any girls who know they are very annoying, because if he still wants to stay with you after that, then that means, you know, no matter what you do, he's going to be patient with you. It's perfect.
Man, this dog shit advice should be called How to Run a Man Away and Have Him Ghost You Immediately if you're a weird and awkward, annoying type of girl. So she's giving this terrible advice to annoying women, but she's sending them out there to have these tools of manipulation to use onto men that can be manipulated, that are dumb enough, in hopes to having one of those guys, I guess, be in a relationship and they won't be bored to death making stupid videos about giving each other advice when they're single. And single women are the worst to get advice from. But let's just say you get one of these men, the simpiest one that you can get. You're going to get tired of them and toss them away, just like you did Bounce, all the other guys that you had in the past. You're going to turn them into them. And that nowadays is what appeases these women. So she's giving dog shit advice, and she's making these women work hard, because if you're betting on a man to be stupid, to be easy to be manipulated, then that means that you're going to have a lot of leads. You're going to have to get a lot of dates. And it's not that women can't get dates. Well, actually, they can't get dates unless there's some simp out there. But they're betting on a 1 in 1 billion chance of them finding this guy that they can control and manipulate until they toss him away. It's crazy how these women like operate, man, and what they do. But this is just dog shit advice. But nobody's going to take this advice. And if they do, they're stupid.
To all of the people that basically told me that I'm never going to find love because men only want women under the age of 30, I hope you die alone. If I'm dying alone, you're dying alone. And I'll make sure it happens.
I know it's got to suck, you know, being a woman and knowing that you're going to be buying your own drinks at the bar and you're not going to be with a man, and you're in the statistic of women by the year 2030 dying alone and not being able to lock down any type of relationship with a man to get a child at least. So, yeah, it sucks. I get it. But if anything, you died out in the dating market. So men, we're easier to please. We can get women that look better than you, younger than you. So it's going to be easy for us. But the type of guys that you want, hard to come by. And 9 times out of 10, you can't have them by yourself. You're going to have to share those type of top guys. But truth sucks, but it's a fact.
Nat, how many dudes are you gonna pull tonight? 100. Abby, how many guys are gonna ask you on Instagram tonight? 50. Not even the fuck. Ash, how many guys are gonna ask for your number tonight? 69.
Dead seriously, this is the future. A lot of women are going to go out with expectations and nobody's really going to talk to them. It's already started now. Dudes not approaching them. Dudes doing, mirroring and reversing the roles of reverse psychology. So this looks very, very optimal. This looks like it's really going to happen. But yeah, modern women, man, they've gotten this far to this stage, and this is just inevitable in their future. Yep, that sounds about right. All these women, all this babbling, they actually do sound like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Are women attracted to male dominance?
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
What is the difference between being dominant and being controlling?
Controlling is aggressive and not what a girl wants, and dominant is sexy.
Real.
How can a man dominate a woman who doesn't submit to him first? Wouldn't that be controlling?
Say it again.
How can a man dominate a woman who doesn't submit to him first? Wouldn't that be controlling?
Not necessarily. If he tries a more submissive approach at first and wins her over with the submissive approach, I guarantee she'd let him be dominant.
And this is why I always say women do not know what they're aroused and attracted to or by, because if they did, they wouldn't ask questions just like the first woman and then say to repeat it again, because they don't understand the difference between dominance and a woman being submissive or something like that, or it being too toxic. And the second woman, if she even knew what aroused and attracted her, this is a completely different woman, then she would know that her example was absolutely ridiculous and terrible, because a guy that's going to submit to you instead of you going into your natural role and submitting to the man, you want to take his power away. You know what I'm saying? So you can play the game and you can run the game on him. And if he submits, okay, then I'll submit to him. It doesn't work that way. And this also proves that this woman doesn't know what arouses and attracts her, because if she did know, then she would know, I'm going to get sick of this guy, because if he submits to me, I'm not going to have any respect for him, and I'm going to treat him like all the other guys. But that just proves women don't know, because if they did, they wouldn't say shit like this woman said at the end of the video, the second woman. It's ridiculous, man. Like, it proves itself over and over and over again in so many life examples. And when women try to argue with me and say, how do you know? Nobody, everybody's different. Nobody's the same. I just see these videos and I laugh. I don't even listen to them, because it's ridiculous. They know that they're all programmed, or they don't know, or they don't care. But I just have to call it out every single time. It's just crazy when you actually pay attention to it. But let's keep going.
I am so loyal to a fault. It's disgusting. I will literally ignore, avoid every man in existence when I like someone or I'm in love with someone, because in my brain, I'm like, that's how you should be. And I know that's so far-fetched in this culture today, because everybody is so jaded, on edge, disrespectful to each other and themselves. It actually makes me sick seeing people not have the self-respect, because I'm sorry, what's wrong with us? Like, I'm proud of who I am. I'd rather have my standards, my boundaries, my self-respect, my love, my loyalty. Like, I love that I have all of this, but in today's generation, it makes me sick to my stomach knowing that people are chasing after women that are the complete opposite of me, but saying that they want a wife or want a girl that's loyal or want love, and then they do the opposite. Like, I'm looking for long-term. Why are you guys so obsessed with short-term gratification? You're literally setting yourself up for disaster and divorce. And what's even more crazy to me is the fact that divorce rates have gone up so high over the years. I'm pretty sure a majority of us, if you're in your mid-20s or 20s in general, have seen divorce in our families or around us so many times that you would think that, hey, I witnessed that growing up and I don't want that, so I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that the relationship I'm in is nice and stable. That, or you got so conditioned to it that you were like, I can just run away when I want to, or I can cheat, or I can be disrespectful, or I can be a bitch, or I can be a dick. And I just don't know why people want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And this is the culture we live in. We're literally teaching our brains how to run away, how to leave fast, how to set us up for divorce. And to the man that I'm with, whoever that's going to be in the future, I'm letting you know now, never going to happen. You are stuck with me to death. That's it.
It's actually funny, because I actually had a conversation with this woman in her comment section on TikTok, and I actually told her, like, you need to understand the realities that what men are looking for and what women are looking for are two different things, and you want them to collide. You want men to, like, be on the same page as you when it comes to looking into the future, but those are the men that you're not really going to want to deal with anyway, because they're not masculine enough and they're not what you're looking for. But to be totally honest with these women, they can't leave out of Disneyland. And I told her, I said, you need to escape your mind from Disneyland and live in reality and try to learn and understand men. But of course, she is not interested in that whatsoever. The only thing she's interested in is trying to tell men, you're locked down with me once you get into a marriage with me, and there's nowhere you can go. So completely hoarding and keeping the man captured in his nature, his primal nature, is what women are trying to do. And it's so hilarious that she talked about divorces, but I know she has no knowledge on it, because she didn't even look up the statistic on who is filing the divorces, and over 77% of them, probably in the 80s, is filed by actually women. So women say, I want this, I want I, me, but they don't understand that the things that they say that they want and not need, they end up, discarding, disregarding, and getting rid of and running away, like she said. So 9 times out of 10, it's the women that are going to do that. And I wouldn't take you out of that category, and I would not, you know, I only trust a girl as far as I can throw her. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But not literally, but figuratively, like dealing with her. Not, I would never put my hands on a woman. But yeah, man, that's where the confusion is. And to say that, oh, to my future husband and whenever that's going to be, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go into the pool of the women over 50% that are going to have to buy a dog and die alone. So 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get picked. And if you do get picked, it's a slim chance that you stay in that relationship or the guy just leaves you. But 9 times out of 10, if you do get married, you're probably going to get divorced. God, man. This is why dudes are getting passports. This is why guys don't even deal with women. This is why guys don't approach. This is why guys go MGTOW. This is why guys go monk mode. Because women are so confused out here, bro. And it's scary because it's like they can't fix themselves. And we can't help them. So we're just waiting for the next batch of women. Waiting for these batch of women to just hang it up, retire, you know, and then have some new 21-year-olds come flooding in, 22-year-olds come flooding in. New ones that are just new to all of this stuff, that are not tainted, not messed up, can see the example that's going on with modern women and not follow in those footsteps. That's what we're hoping for. But a lot of us, we gave up hope, flying overseas. We'll find something over there.